Hi, I'm Nissi Obella, and we're here on a random street in Brooklyn with Jay Reatard. What are your feelings in general about Memphis these days? Are you liking it?
Man, I'm never there anymore. And a lot of people from Memphis say that they like Memphis the most when they're not there. But I miss it, man. You know, it's unlike anywhere in the world. So.
And has it changed a lot since you were a kid being around there?
Not really, man. You know, I've lived there for 20 years. We've had almost the same mayor for that long almost. Like, everything seems the same, you know. Music hasn't changed, you know, in 40 years. You know, it's a bunch of really creative folks around there, you know.
It's gonna be weird kind of having the music there be, you know, most of the focus is on stuff that's older, like blues, Elvis.
Sure, man, yeah. I've always kind of based what I was doing, revolting against that, man. It's like, we're like, man, like when you're on tour, it's like, where are you from? Memphis. Oh, Elvis. I'm like, I fucking hate Elvis, man. I really don't like him, you know, and I'm not a big fan of the blues either, you know. So it's like, that's kind of been like a huge influence on me in the city and the whole like history. You know, it's just always pissed me off so bad that no one, you know, like B.B. King doesn't deserve a bar, like Big Star does, man. You know, like,
Okay.
You know, so that's kind of how I feel about it, yeah.
Okay. You started playing really young, right? So how did you learn to play guitar first off?
I taught myself, and for the first year I was tuning it incorrectly.
Okay.
And I wrote all these songs, and it totally made up ass tuning. I figured out a way that I thought I was in tune, and I just, you know, wrote my own chords, and eventually I learned that I wasn't going to be able to play with people. People weren't going to agree to play with me if I played in this crazy tuning, you know.
So you write a ton of songs. Like, how long has it been since you wrote the last song that you wrote?
I wrote a song at Soundcheck the other day.
Okay.
So.
How many do you think you turn out, like, in the average month or week?
If I'm not on tour, at least one a day.
Wow.
And it's kind of like a process of one a day, and then after the week's over, I pick one to kind of actually like flesh out the arrangement a bit more and re-record again, and kind of bring it beyond a demo. And you know, after. You know, that leaves me like, you know, 50-something songs a year to put on records. So.
Yeah, that's plenty of records.
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, what else do you do with your time? Is that sort of, you're just focused on music whenever you got the free time? Or?
I wake up to eat, and then I record all day, and then I eat, and then I watch VH1 all night. Pretty boring guy.
So, are you big on the food then? Like, you cook or?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, totally, man. Because when we first started touring a lot, it was hilarious. I brought a George Foreman grill in the van, and we would stop at the hotel rooms, and I'd make these elaborate meals on a George Foreman grill, and I just got lazy, you know. So it's back to like double stacks and fucking side salads, man. It's like it's miserable.
I like that you're throwing in the side salad. Keep it.
Yeah, you gotta get the side salad with the ranch. It's like really healthy, man.
You have a lot of people who collect a lot of the stuff that you've done, like actual record collectors tracking down your 7 inches. And stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
For the first 5 years I was putting out records, I would give away even my last copies to people. I figured, hey man, you know, I'll get this later. Little did I know, like, I didn't even think about it. I was so naive that records go out of print. You know, it never even dawned on me, like, this thing won't be available. So, you know, I got pretty pissed for a while watching eBay, and you know, now I squirrel away my own records and have a little cottage industry on the side. So. I'm not an obscurist. I'm not even, you know, it's like, I love music, but like, I've never been one of those guys that, you know, like putting notch on my belt, like by how like many crazy obscure bands I know. I like what I like, and you know, people get super obscure and they're like, yeah, you like Wire? Like, yeah, check out Crispy Ambulance or something. I'm like, man, they suck, dude. Like, you know, they're obscure for a reason a lot of times. So.